In the most recent issue of TJ Today, we discussed extrinsic cultural and familial pressure. Shruti, Ray, and her mother sat down and discussed how this pressure affects them personally.
They're one of the major academic pressures in my life other than myself. Sophomore year, I guess, my motivation went downhill. And that's the only reason I kind of, kept my grades up sophomore year was because of my parents. They're big figures in any kid's life, and not just kids, anybody's life. Your parents are so important to you. Now, I don't think my parents play as much of a role in motivating me as I do.
I was never pressurized, but education was the only thing that we could seek, could get us a good life, or, be who we are only through education. Otherwise, we had no other option.
They've worked so hard in bringing themselves here and, creating a stable future for me and my sisters. So I feel like if I, didn't live up to what they wanted me, to be, and I didn't work as hard as I would, I feel like, I just don't want to disappoint them. Your dad did this, this, and this, and you're going to end up working at McDonald's, how is that going to reflect on our family? And I have certain hopes and dreams for myself, and they have certain hopes and dreams for me too, and sometimes they overlap and sometimes they don't. My mom has a certain, job-wise, she has something she wants me to be.
We come from from an academic family. I want her to do good, not only academically for herself, but I want her to do good for the community, for humanity, because there were situations where I have faced that we couldn't find good doctors, but I want her to be something of use to the society.
My mom's kind of pushing me in this one direction, you have to be a doctor, I want you to be a doctor, I want to be a doctor too, but then I also really like CS. That pressure from my mom to be a doctor is kind of confusing me when I'm pursuing CS related stuff in school, because then I'm oh, if my mom just wants me to be a doctor, why am I doing this?
She has to understand and she has to love what she's studying so that it benefits her down the road.
For TJ Today, this is Alexa Nunley
and Melanie Karapati signing off.